evening. Welcome to In Focus with BOCRA. I'm your hostess, Masawa Jarmaya. And this evening, I'm actually here with Mr. Maranyane, the Director of Broadcasting and Corporate Communications, who's here to explain to us issues that are related to the mandate of BOCRA. Mr. Nyelisi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
In our last show, Mr. Nyelisi, you were here and you actually indicated a program or a project, or rather a topic that we found ourselves interested in the name of cybersecurity. So you only left us with this topic. Can we understand what you mean by cybersecurity?
Thank you for bringing it up. Yes, we had said in our previous episode that BOCRA has a role to facilitate communications access to the entire country. And I think Botswana would appreciate that in this modern day and age, everything revolves around ICTs. And what I did say in the previous episode is that ICTs also have their disadvantages. Yes, they have a lot of advantages, but they also have disadvantages if they are not properly handled. And that is where the issue of cybersecurity comes in. There are a lot of criminals or criminal activity that is happening online. People get conned every day, people get scammed, people get attacked in various ways online. What people are used to is getting attacked physically, and they know how to avoid that. People are used to securing their property physically, that they are aware. But people are not yet aware of what to do and how to secure their lives and their property online. That is where the issue of cybersecurity comes in. And cybersecurity basically means that you have to ensure that you are, as the word goes, secure in the way you use your ICTs. Make sure that you are conscious that there could be people that are up to no good on the internet. And they do through various means and ways. And therefore it is important that as a user of ICTs, you take caution to ensure that you do not expose yourself to criminal attacks online. So cybersecurity basically refers to that, making sure that even as you operate online, your life, your property is still secure, is still looked after.
Thank you, Nyelisi. Botswana seems to be having taken off in terms of operating online, in terms of participating on the digital space and digital platforms. So how secure would you say we are prepared as a country to ensure that we, at the very least, try to protect those who are operating commercially online and even on social spaces?
Yes, I'm glad you are mentioning that Botswana seems to have taken off. Indeed, we have done very well in terms of our ICT access. Botswana is known among the top in Africa in terms of Facebook users. We are small as we are ranking very high. I think the last time I checked, we are probably ranking behind Nigeria in terms of the users of Facebook. Similarly, if you look at our mobile penetration, it is very high. We have a population just over 2 million, and our mobile population and our mobile density is way above 3 million. That means Botswana generally have more than 2 SIM cards, if I may, just to drive this point home. This therefore means that we are all participating. A lot of us are participating online. Our mobile internet is actually taking off as well, like wildfire. And therefore, we are participating online. But what then needs to happen is, as people are going more and more online, they need to take care of the way they are doing business online. We have there are a lot of examples, for instance, of people that get cheated out of their property. For instance, Botswana would easily remember the program run by police every week, where they are trying to warn Botswana about the various ways that criminals do operate these days. And one of those is you hear people saying, I'm calling from, as an example, I'm calling representing Orange. You have actually won money, and therefore we want you to give us your name. We want you to give us your number, your bank account, and such things. Similarly, you have such things even as you operate your emails, where you are told somebody has been left rich by the parents and has billions that they want to transfer to your account, and therefore you must give them this, that, and the other. And in the end, you just get swindled of your hard-earned cash. Similarly, you have people that tell you that they're actually selling plots, and people fall for it because everybody wants a plot, want to build. And so what it actually calls for is that you need to be vigilant, you need to exercise caution, you need to do due diligence every time you come across something that looks too good on the cyberspace. If it looks too good, then be careful. Chances are that it is not good, as they say.
Mr. Nyelisi, I want us to go and grab a glass of water. But before we do, apart from the people being vigilant and taking extra care, what could be done by the operators? What could be done by the banking sector or anybody who is related to these transactions, or the police, in order to ensure that there's an extra layer of protection in addition to people being careful?
What happens is all the companies, all those that run businesses, have their own networks, as we call them. They have what they call network administrators. These are the people that ensure that their networks are secure. And what they tend to do is they ensure that all the necessary things to be done in terms of ICT are done. For instance, they install what they call firewalls, so that when you try to, for instance, use BOCRA as an example, when you try to penetrate the BOCRA network, you must find there's a firewall somewhere. But as they always say, the biggest problem always lies with the users. It is the users that require more education, and hence our program. We always encourage users to ensure that you don't open any attachment to your email that you are not sure of. If anything comes from a person that you don't know, don't just open it. We always say, make sure that you change your passwords a lot of times throughout the year. You don't rely on just one password forever. We also say that when you do your password, ensure that your password is a complicated password. It is common for people to just use either their date of birth or their children's names and things like that, which people have figured out these days. So make sure that when you do a password to secure your computer, you use a complicated password that you can remember. As they always do, mix the numbers and the alphabets and sometimes your hashtags in there. But as long as you can remember it. Those are some of the things that you need to do technically before, so that you don't get easily attacked.
Thank you very much. Let's go for a break. When we come back, we will be talking about the Computer Incident Response Team.